So I found 5 things on the productivity section in Product Hunt this week that I want to dive into. I'm very excited, so let's dive in. Hello folks, my name is Francesco D'Alessio and welcome to Keep Productive. We're very excited to be diving into Product Hunt and what happened last week on it. Lots of different things happening on it, and I'm excited to talk about some of my favorites. So let's start and jump over. So here we have Morgan. Morgan is a calendar application, and they did pretty well on Product Hunt a while ago, but they've released this AI function that allows you to essentially organize your team's calendar and make better use of it, but do things like get insights, protect certain time in blocks so that you're actually focusing on those sort of personal work. But the insights are quite interesting. Like here, it can tell you how much time you're spending on meetings, when you're context switching, when you're sort of fragmenting team time, but the AI can also help block the time next week for those periods of time. So it's quite an interesting little setup here, and they've got what they're calling an extensive API, allowing you to really go a lot further interacting with tasks, apps, and others. So it's really interesting to see this. It did quite well. 571 upvotes, including myself. But Morgan seemed to be growing much further. For those who don't know Morgan, this is their page, and they did a release a while ago. Crikey, 6 months ago. It feels much longer than that, but they had a super day when they released it. And they're really going from strength, to say the least. So this one was something that interested me. It's called Flow Club for Communities. Now, basically what it does, it turns any Slack, Discord, or Circle into a co-working space. And I've seen a couple of these co-working productivity space apps, and I thought they looked pretty cool. So you can see here that what you can do is basically structure the sessions and have like a Pomodoro timer, the focus, and some tasks as well, which is pretty cool. And it's all premised around this concept of being there together and doing it. And during these co-working sessions, people actually talk to each other, and that's just scheduled breaks. But it's quite a good way to actually really involve other people. There was another one on Product Hunt. I think it was called Focus Mate. I wonder whether they have posted. This is another one that is of similar sort of structure, but it's really interesting to see these co-working productivity applications, and you can see this one has sort of evolved since then. Now, another release that happened last week was one called Rose 2, and I actually reviewed Rose a while ago, reviewed Rose 1, but 2 actually includes a lot more embedding, API, and improved ways to be able to add tables, forms, and charts, but it's great for those who are looking to express their information in something less dull than Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets. And what's nice is you can collaborate with teams on it in real time, which is something you can do with Google Sheets, but definitely they got a good amount of attention from their release. Next up is Raycast. Now, I'm so surprised Raycast AI got so low on the old ratings, but for me, it got much higher. I really think Raycast is in a really good position with artificial intelligence, because what it does is it allows you to use keyboard commands. You can bring it up as you're doing your work, but what's cool is it can actually go over the top and rephrase some stuff, and now it's using ChatGPT over top, and I think that's really neat. And there's an API that has loads of different plugins. I think there's loads of different apps like Super Notes, many more that are actually taking advantage of the API, which is great news. So I think Raycast AI is really interesting. That happened 15 days ago. It's technically not last week, but we're catching up. It happened in March. And finally, there's one that really impressed me. God, what a gorgeous CRM it looks like. It is looking very much like Notion, but it's a collaborative CRM that allows you to manage all aspects of the business in this lovely looking. It's rare to say when it's lovely looking, but it looks really nice, and you can see task notes, emails, and reports and bring them into a CRM system. And what's nice is you've got a bunch of templates on there, customizable, and it's much more designed for, I would say, high level, trying to visualize and report insights and things like that. But you can see here that people tend to be liking it. It got product of the day and second product of the week, and all good sort of feedback about it, especially the design aspects. So really interesting releases on Product Hunt, guys. Hopefully we'll be back next week to dive into a few more that are in the space. But my name is Francesco D'Alessio, and I'm excited to share more about my favorite things on Product Hunt. I'll see you soon.